Hello there guys, Maru here with another commentary on Heroes of the Storm. This time I'll be using Abathur with a slightly mixed build because Abathur does not have a standard build. He doesn't have like this build that you always go for. So for the sake of this particular match, I went with an aggressive first talent instead of a talent to help us push. For this build, I go with Envenomment Nest, Adrenal Overload, Needless Spine, Evolved Monstrosity, Bombard Strain, Luctus Brood, and Luctus Nest. As I was saying, Abathur is a very situational character. He is completely strategical. You will need to see if there's any opportunity that you can exploit at any time around the map. The early game for Abathur is pretty slow, actually. He doesn't really have a very good early. He's more of a mid-game, late-game kind of character. And actually in this match specifically, we began losing, and then we picked up. You will find yourself in this situation while using Abathur a lot. So my first advice to you is never give up when you're using an Abathur. Unless it's completely hopeless. It's just, Abathur is just great at comebacks. And speaking about comebacks, I'm planning to do a video with a bunch of epic turnarounds. So if you guys have any epic comeback that you actually recorded and you feel like sharing, then feel free to send a link to any of my social media links in the description. And if you have a YouTube channel, I'll be mentioning you. Anyhow, going back to the game. Okay, so I picked up the mines because I thought for this map specifically, it was gonna be pretty easy to just place them around and hope for the best that they will fall for them. So I was very disappointed to find that that actually didn't really work for me. I did manage to get some people with my mines, but it didn't went so well. It doesn't mean that the mines are not good. That's not what I'm saying. It's just that I didn't manage to get the most of it. A talent that I go for a lot of times if I don't go for the mines is Survival Instincts for the first one. That's the only difference in this build specifically, but you can go full mine build also. Both ults are very good, so you might choose whichever you prefer. In this case, I chose Evolved Monstrosity because we were falling behind in experience and we needed that pressure on lanes, so I decided to go with Evolved Monstrosity. It worked for me, so that's why I'm saying that Abathur is very situational. You just need to place your talents as you go, so don't rush into deciding this is the best build or that is the best build. Abathur talents, most of them are very good, so think about it before you choose them. I actually want to do another guide later on a completely different build for Abathur, so you can see the difference. If you don't use your symbiote, you won't get experience. Even if you have your little minions going in lane, that doesn't give you experience. That's just a push that Abathur has. But if you use your symbiote, it's like he's there. Also, you can gain experience with your body near the targets, but that's very tricky because Abathur health is very low, so mostly anything can kill you. Something very important too with Abathur that you must know is that he has like kind of a teleport ability. His Z allows him to go anywhere in the map that has vision. So anywhere that he can see, it's available for him to kind of teleport to. It doesn't really have a huge cooldown too, so you can just use it as much as you want. Not so much on early game though, most like in mid game and late game. Especially in late game, you will use it, you will move around the map a lot. The reason why you do this is because the minions you spawn every 15 seconds actually do not have a lot of life, especially because I did not choose the talent that allows them to last longer and have more health. So if I choose mine, I have to move more in lanes to create more pressure. You don't need to be, for example, in the middle of the lane at early game. You can just stay behind your turrets, that's fine. Your little Luctus Strains will reach, even if you don't use the talent that helps them last longer. They will last 25 seconds, which is enough time to reach the other side of the lane, first turret's front line. Okay, so as you can see, you have to choose between pushing lanes and helping out your allies with the symbiote. My level 4 talent, Adrenal Overload, gives 25% increased attack speed to anyone who has symbiote on them. So normally I put the little hat on the melee champions, on Bala and champions like that use a lot of basic attacks, so they can be more effective. I was trying to put it in this Bala at the beginning a lot, but at the end I decided to be on Diablo more. And this is where Abathur shines. You can see, as you can see here, we are in the mid game already, and we can create a lot of pressure while our team is fighting in a different lane. And that's the nice thing about Abathur, is that he can actually just leave the team or go back to them whenever he wants. As soon as you have level 16, this is where you can really use your teleport ability more and start creating pressure and just make your enemy team insane, trying to find you and just not knowing where you are. That's something else that Abathur is able to do, is just confuse the team and make them go where he is. And as long as you don't get caught, it's worth it. See here how I just teleport to the opposite lane where my team is fighting at the moment to create pressure in a different lane, so they have to choose between going back and defending or pushing our lane. Here I knew that they were already gone, so I went back. Right there, you see that troll that came? So I went back and just created pressure on the lane that is more pushed. In this case, it's the top lane. But I already had created pressure on the bottom lane, and my team was able to pick some kills because they were so split. That's also a mistake that a lot of enemies make when there's an Abathur. They are just trying to kill all the insane amount of minions that he's able to span and get to push. So people normally split up a lot, and that's where the team can use this opportunity to pick up some kills of those enemies that are just all over the place. Here I see that my team is in the top lane, and I just go to the bottom lane to create pressure again. You need to keep moving with Abathur. You need to see where you can go next and destroy and create pressure and get that spin for your team. Your last ability is Loctus Nest, which creates a nest that spawns Loctus. You can use this every 45 seconds, and a strategy that you can really exploit with this is confusing the enemy, because normally people know where Abathur is because they see his minions spawning. They don't really know if it's Abathur or the nest that is spawning those minions. So yeah, that's it. That's playing Abathur for you. You just need to keep moving, always be looking at the map, always be wary that if your team is in a team fight, you need to be with them. So you can help them as much as you can, or you can always just help them distracting the enemy. That's always an option too. It could be a little complicated at the beginning, but you get the hang of it, and he's pretty insane. I love him very much. He's very fun to play for sure. I think I decided to not go bot lane because I thought they were gonna go back and kill me. So anyways, I do go to bot lane because they died, most of them, and just create more pressure because we have these mercenaries, and actually I managed to kill this Lunara, which was pretty funny. When you're playing against an Abathur, please consider his damage. Most people just think that he's there, Abathur, whatever, and they get correct. The damage he can do with the W while you're in the symbiote is insane, so you need to be really careful with that. Also, if you wanna kill the monstrosity, make sure that you have enough health, and don't underestimate Abathur ever. That's just what I can say. So at this point, we pretty much have done against a corner. It's just a matter of time before we destroy their base with all this insane pressure we're putting on them. And here my team is fighting, and I was too late. I didn't notice that they were fighting, so it was my bad that Living actually died. I should have been with him. I mean, she probably would have died anyways, but I could have helped earlier. And yeah, we just I just move and put my ult in the lane that I think needs more pressure, or the lane where my team is not in, so that my monstrosity can last longer. Because if I put my monstrosity in the same lane that my teammates are, it's just gonna die, because it's actually, it doesn't have a lot of health. Even though it's so strong, it doesn't have much defense, and the health is too low. I really wanted to destroy that top lane, but I wasn't able to, because they always were defending it. Anyway, if you like this video and would like to see more videos, please subscribe. I upload 3 videos about Heroes of the Storm and 2 reaction videos for any random TV show I'm watching at the moment. And this is GG. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and see you next time. Bye bye.